Hello, Christina.
Hello, Selena.
Welcome to my house.
Oh, it's lovely. I like what you've done with the place.
I like what you've done with your place, too. I feel so
With
close to
yours?
you.
How about this? I just got this today.
She's holding up beautiful butterflies in a
It's
glass
real.
diorama. Where'd you get that?
And a dragonfly. Etsy.
Oh,
I'm really into collecting bugs now.
bugs are your thing?
Yeah, like you. Yeah, because you like taxidermy, and I'm
Yeah.
just collecting. Are they taxidermied? I
Yeah,
should say
yeah,
this.
they're preserved.
Preserved bugs.
Dried
Bugs that
out
have
bugs.
died already, and that I'm making as art.
Have you looked up butterfly wing art? Like, they're actual pictures done and they're made of butterfly wings.
No, but I will now.
Okay, good. Your face is
I
perfect.
will now. I only get
Immediately.
ethically sourced.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of
Don't come
places,
for me.
like their conservatories, like for my taxidermy, it was like a place that helps rehabilitate ravens. They probably like had a butterfly
Yeah.
conservatory. They die, they preserve them, they sell it, and the funds go to these
Yeah.
conservations, which is amazing.
It's really cool. It's really cool.
And then they
They're
live
beautiful.
on.
They're beautiful.
Dude, people
Yeah.
get on me over my wolf taxidermy, but they don't know that it's not like I didn't go and shoot a wolf.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hurt a fly, bro.
No, you would not.
No, I kiss it. Oh man, I was in the tub the other day and I looked beside me and there was this fly and it was drowning. I'm like, oh my god, sweet angel. And I took the fly out and I put him on the towels and I'm like, just rest. You need to
I think about
rest.
that. I
And
think about saving
dude,
like little, and then what they talk about when they go home, they're like, "You'll never guess what happened to me."
this fly didn't
Well,
make it home.
was in. Oh no.
I was scrolling on my phone and I look and there he is, 2 inches underneath the water, just completely dead. I'm like, he's like, I'm checking out. It
Oh.
wasn't me. He didn't go in on accident. He made a choice. But you know, you're right. Every single day when the pool's open, I get out and I save everything.
Me too. I have those frog savers in my pool. Get up.
Mine don't work.
So.
The frogs here are too dumb.
Yeah, I feel like maybe I'll be like Snow White and they'll be like, "Oh my God, thank you," and I'll become like the Frog Queen or something.
You'll never believe this lady. It's literally so perfect.
and
Oh my gosh. You're frozen.
and we're back. Sorry, we had some technical difficulties.
We're
The
country ladies. Things happen.
internet just crapped out of
Shit the
nowhere
bed.
for like 10 minutes, but we're back.
We're back.
We're back.
I thought about
And
frogs the whole time you were gone. They became my Roman Empire.
oh, I like that. I
Yeah.
love frogs. I literally just made a frog themed bathroom in my studio.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'll have to show you. I got a little frog butler statue that gives you candy.
I love it.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
question though. I said Roman Empire. What would your Roman god name be?
Oh.
Like, if you were to give yourself like an ancient god name, what would your Roman name be?
Probably something with like a V, like a
Yeah, you got this.
Valestina.
Valestina?
Valestina.
Mine would be Snackimedius.
That's really good. You
Snackimedius!
put some thought into that.
I did! You know what? I dreamt about it. And I was like, I have to
like it.
find a way to work this into this podcast.
That's awesome.
All week I've just been like, my name's Snackimedius. I was having crazy dreams because I had that dental surgery. And the
Yeah.
dreams that I had after that were so weird. But yeah,
Yeah.
Snackimedius is my, and I'm a man in that
Oh,
dream.
okay. I like that. I like that. Oh,
Yeah.
and then I could be a woman and we could be married and have just like a bunch of kids that'll want to kill us.
They'll all be named Hercules and Hercule notes.
I don't know. Yeah.
She's not
D-
well, folks. The podcast actually had to be pushed because of my surgery. I expected
Yeah.
to just be fine. I thought like surgery Friday, podcast Monday, easy. No,
Mouth
it's
surgery of all things.
yeah, I'm like a whole week later, a couple days, and I'm finally feeling like a human again.
I know I felt so bad for you. Selena's like they burnt her
Oh
tongue
my
and
god.
she literally couldn't talk. She was crying. I was like, I am such a bad friend for being 3,000 miles away. I felt
You
so
were there for
bad.
me virtually, and that's all that really matters.
I'm
But
sorry.
dude, that was the craziest experience of my life. I've recovered from a lot of things, but I died during the surgery, not literally.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
my soul got confused because I was out for 5.5 hours and I did like a whole
Yeah.
video on this, but I like left my body and watched them do surgery on me.
Yeah, that's crazy. I know
Yeah.
she snapped me while she was still drugged up. And she's like, I literally went to another universe and saw other dimensions. I watched myself. I was like,
Dude, I saved that
damn.
video. I saved it because I was like just messed up. And then I played it back. And it was me just being like, swallow. Like the fact that you even could make out what I was saying. But yeah, it was
awesome.
crazy. I just remember saying, I'm not crazy, man. It really happened.
Yeah, you probably think I'm crazy. Yeah, I should have deleted this. And I was just sitting there like laughing, watching it. But I felt so bad for you. I was
Bro.
like, mouth surgery stuff, if your teeth hurt or like tooth nerve pain
Yeah.
is next level. Like
3
people
root
put it up there
canals.
with like childbirth.
3 root canals and an extraction.
Ah,
No.
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 No, I'm scared to go to the dentist. I don't wanna go to
Floss
the
your
dentist.
teeth. Your teeth are so pretty. Look at them smile for us. Ooh, I hate when men say that. Smile for me.
Yeah. Smile, you look pretty.
I hate when a guy does that. Ugh. I had a guy, he worked for the union at my old job, and a guy had been terrible to me, and someone had told him, so he came and I was crying, and he goes, come on, smile for me. And I'm like,
Dude,
ew.
the amount of times that I've heard that, the amount of times I just had jobs and I left them because I was like SH'd, harassed.
Did you ever do the wedding ring trick and like wear a wedding ring?
No, because I worked there, so people just knew me.
It was people you worked with more so?
People I worked with, and then customers too, which I don't know, when I'm 18, 19, I would expect people to just, and also I was, 18, 19, so I mean,
Yeah.
some people get married then. But yeah, it's crazy. It was like, I think back to that time and I was like, holy shit, like men are just like not all men, obviously, but
Yeah.
a lot of men are just predatory. It's really scary out there. I'm
Well,
I'm scared to
18's
have
still a
kids, man.
baby. 18's still a baby. I think
I
the fact
know.
that we can get our licenses at 16, like you're eager for it, but like the fact that 16-year-olds are out there driving cars
I know.
makes me terrified. I should have never been allowed on the road at 16.
No.
It took me 9 tries to get my G1.
Okay.
Like that's your like learner's permit.
Yeah.
I can see you judging me. We listen and we don't judge, Chris.
Why did it take so
Because I'm stupid. Okay.
Oh.
The first time I went and I didn't practice. I was like, this will be fine. Failed.
Okay, fair enough.
Then there wasn't like an online thing. I think you had to get a booklet. And I read through the booklet, but I have this thing where I don't care what test. If it's a test, I'm not going to do well.
I'm not a good tester as well. I'm not a good tester as well.
9 times. 9 times.
I failed also.
Really?
I failed once. Yep, I did. Because I did the same thing as you. I was like, this doesn't seem that hard. And it was just always dumb little things where I'm just like, that'll never even happen.
Yeah. But you only failed once, and it must be nice. How about your G2?
G2, we don't call it that. So just like your regular license to get rid of your L.
G1 was your like learners. Then you get a
Yes.
G2 for another whole year. Then you get your G. That's the way
We
that we
don't
do
have
it
that.
here. What did they
We
do
just
out
have your
there?
learners, and then you're a new driver.
Whoa.
You have your learners for a year, if I remember correctly, and then you go for your driving test. And then if you pass that, which I also did not pass the first time, so I failed my learners, which that's what we call the written test, and then I also failed my new driving test because when I was turning, I put my hand over top. That's literally why I failed, just
Is
because
that
I
how
did
you're
this while
supposed
I
to
was
do it?
turning. No, because if you crash, then it literally just is an injury to yourself. But that's why I failed. Then I remember just crying in that car when he's like, sorry, I couldn't pass you. And I was just like,
Oh, I'm gonna fight you.
please, I really want to drive my 1994 Suzuki Sidekick that my grandfather gave.
Oh my god, you had a Suzuki Sidekick. My uncle had one of those.
Yeah, it literally didn't work. He's like, you can have it because it was just sitting in his driveway and it was a piece of shit. But I love that car.
It looked crazy.
It looks so cool. But what was so cool about
I
it,
can't believe you
usually
thought
had
it
the
was
crank
cool.
windows, but it was like one of the first ones that had an electric window. But literally, you had to gain so much speed to get up a hill, and I lived in the mountainous, hilliest place ever.
Oh my
So there were
God.
so many times
Yeah,
where
dude,
just
those
we'd get
things barely have
stuck.
engines. They barely have engines.
No,
So-
it was a piece of crap, but I loved it.
How long did you
But yeah,
drive
I was
it?
really upset. Sorry?
How long did you drive that?
Oh, I drove it until I bought my first car, which was what was it? Pontiac Sunfire, 2005 Pontiac Sunfire.
I have one of
I
those.
think I drove it for like 3 years, and then so it's been passed down through each kid.
Dude, the fact that we both have had Sunfires.
You had a Sunfire?
I have one right now. It's in the shop.
Wait, when did you have that?
I bought it last year for a literal character that I want to do. It's a
That's
convertible piece of shit Sunfire.
Mine was not a convertible, but
Can I guess the
it
color?
was so low.
I want to guess the color.
Okay,
Oh, I got
sure,
it.
sure.
Is it that purpley color?
No. It was a color I don't like of cars.
Wait. Okay, hold. Blue?
No, generic. Just think generic.
Silver.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just silver. And then my next car was silver as well. It was a manual Ford Focus.
You drove a manual?
A hatchback. Yes, mommy.
I feel so new right now.
I like this. We're learning about each other. Yep. I had a manual Ford Focus.
Okay.
Called Turtle.
Turtle.
It was a hatchback. Loved it. And then I got my first newer car because that Ford Focus was just like I think it was a 2002 or something.
Okay.
And then the Mazda was like a 2010 or something like that. It was a white Mazda hatchback.
Okay.
And then I got and yes, it's Mazda. Okay, I worked at a Mazda.
Mazda.
It's called Mazda, not Mazda. Anyway, and then I got a Mazda SUV, a red Mazda.
That's when I was
SUV.
around. I remember that car.
Yep.
Yep.
And then I gave that one to my sister. And then I got a Dodge Ram truck.
Yeah, Ram tough.
Big old yuck.
Yup.
And then now I got a mom car. Now I got a Ford Expedition.
They're the best. I've also
They're
had a Ford
really great.
Expedition. Dude, my first car, I had a black on black on black. It was my dad's supercharged SSEI Bonneville. And by the time I was 17, my license was gone and I had street racing charges.
Oh my God. Okay, Selena is like the car mama. Like she loves cars. Before
My
she
dad,
was
it's
even
'cause of
into
my
any of
dad.
this. Yeah, it's because your dad. And then I also have my motorcycle license too. But you have had so many cars. Dude, yeah.
It wasn't until, I got this job where I was able to like get the dream car, which the Porsche was 30 grand. Like people are like, you bought it was 30, it's a 2011. Okay. But then I got my first like nice car, which was the Expedition, which I loved so much. And then the two different Broncos. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah, Expedition's great.
yeah, there was,
Yeah, most of my cars have been just absolute beaters that I literally, like my Sunfire,
all my first ones. Yeah.
it blew up on the highway while I was in it, like the engine.
No.
And the only reason I got rid of the Suzuki was because my little sister needed a car. So I was like, okay, you do that. I've saved enough to get my own car. Got the Sunfire.
Yep.
Blew up on the highway. And I was like, oh, I was literally like running away from my car, waiting for it to actually explode. But it just kind of sizzled. And then Ford Focus, absolute beater.
Yeah, some of the cars I've
only
had
had
were
like
given to us by family members.
Yeah. Yeah, I've only had like 2 newer. I'm not a car person though. I could
She doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, I could have that Suzuki again and be just A-okay.
I wish I could be that. I wish I could, but my dad's
okay.
my
You can
dad's
have
a
your
mechanic,
interests.
and we share them. We share them. I want to tell you something hilarious that happened the other day.
Please.
First, do you have Facebook?
Yeah.
Do you have Messenger on your phone?
Yeah.
Does anybody figure out who you are and start calling you?
Yeah. Yeah, but I have Facebook stuff completely turned off because of that.
I wish I could figure out how to do that. I can't turn the messenger off, and I will get calls like 6 times a day from random people. Adam and I are in the tub, and I go, I'm just going to answer it, Adam. He's like, don't answer it. Don't answer it. It's probably just like a scammer or something else. So I answer it, but I don't say anything. I'm just quiet. And I just hear this woman go, I'm Crystal. And I like stay quiet. But then I hear this child in the background, like a 7-year-old go, Mama, where's the ammo?
Stop. Oh,
and I'm looking at Adam, and
goodness.
he's like, hang up. And I'm like, I want to talk so bad. I have so many fucking questions.
Yeah, is it your name Crystal, or are you talking about meth?
Yes, and why is your child wanting like this was like a 7-year-old like, Mama, where's the ammo? I'm like, oh,
You sure you said ammo?
Ammo.
What else could it be? Camo?
No, it was ammo, and
No.
I felt like my psychic things were going, and I saw like a Dempster's white family backcountry, like deep South trailer park shit going on. That's what I saw in my mind's eye. So
Love that. Love that.
did you people
love
bathe
that.
this week, by the way? I know that was something you wanted to try and do.
Oh, I like this. Is that an ongoing segment now?
Yes, it's
by People Bathe.
Chris's people bathing.
Yeah, did she people bathe? Let me think about that. Yeah, because we didn't do this last week. So did I do anything last week?
You got your nails did.
I did.
You
I had
people
such
bathed.
a peep the nails.
Oh my
if you can see,
god.
they're very 2008.
No, I think they're cute.
So I asked for round, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I
No,
don't think those are round. But
no.
he said
This is round. Mine are
that
old, okay? They're from Valentine's Day, but that's round.
yeah. So he said, "Is that the shape that you want?" And I, of course, said, Yes, that is perfect.
Even though it's not.
Those are the perfect round nails I've ever seen in my life. Thank you so much, sir. I will never be able to correct a nail tech because I don't know why. Like I've been a hairdresser, lash technician, and I always appreciated when people were honest with me, but I
But you
just can't.
can't. You
I'm
can't.
just like, it's okay. And I won't cry about it when I get home. They're fucking nails. Who the fuck cares, you know?
Yeah.
I can just shave it down if I really want to, but I don't know. I just feel bad. I
Dude,
just feel
I perpetually live with you in this situation. I agree.
bad.
I
I
can,
know.
I literally can't say something, but I say the dumbest things anytime anyone talks to me in public. Do you do
Yeah.
that? Because I know you don't go as much out as much as you used to, but do
Yeah.
you feel the need to fill silence?
Yes. Yes.
Bro,
And then I just word vomit
yep.
and I say too much. I went out with my friend to get my nails done. And yeah, I mean, I'm a good sponge. I like listening. Prefer
Okay.
listening, honestly. And then if anything gets quiet or I don't know.
What
Yeah,
do you
I'm like,
say? What do you say?
so, um, uh, oh God, I was gonna say something really bad.
Oh no,
But that's what
dude.
I do. That's what I
Yes.
do. I'm just like, so did your mom hit you with a belt? Like, just shit like
Oh my
that.
god.
Or just like, I don't know.
Dude, that's
I,
funny.
I'm a big trauma bonder, like immediately.
That's what we did. That's how we knew each other.
I
I remember on
know.
Instagram, we just write back and forth, be like, so did this happen to you when you were little? And then we'd start snapping and be like, just, that's what we did. We just vomited out everything that ever happened to each other. And we were like, yeah, we should be friends.
Yeah, do you have daddy issues? Yeah, cool. Let's
Of
be
course.
besties.
Dude, the other
Cool.
day, every time I go out with Adam, I end up like, it doesn't matter. Like, they'll come up and take my order, and I'll immediately say something so stupid. And I remember we were at Cash the other day at a breakfast restaurant, and it's always worse if I can tell that the waitress was like kind of in a bad mood, because then I'm like, oh, the vibe is weird.
Yes.
So there was a
Yes.
milkshake machine behind her. I'm like, nice milkshake machine. My mom has 4 of them because she wanted my brother and I each to have one of each color. And then she just nodded, and then it was silent again. And then I'm just like, my mom collects antiques. She has 7 wood burning stoves and lots of different colors. And then I just like happened to look at Adam, and he's just like,
You're just like, I mean, we're both like 5-year-old kids. We're like,
yes.
hey, does your mom, is your dad an alcoholic as well? Does he drink a lot before you go to bed and then get mad at you in the morning for being alive? Does that happen to you at all?
Oh my
Like
god.
that's
Oh my gosh. I just remember like leaving, and I look at Adam, I'm like, why don't you tell me to stop? And he's like, because it's funny.
yeah. You should have a safe word.
I wish he'd just be
Stop.
like, stop. Just cover
Yeah.
my mouth and just be like, Selena, stop. But I can't. It's who I am.
No, yeah, it's all right. But just think that person's gonna go back home and be like, I met the weirdest chick today. She
She
just
told
kept telling me about this. Bless her heart, you know. It's what we're those people.
there was something
Bless
wrong
her
with
heart.
that one.
It's different. Yeah,
How are your
yeah, exactly.
chickens?
My chickens, they're
Yeah.
good. I have 2 more.
Oh, how many
I
eggs you
gotta
get a
iron
day?
some money. I have 5.
5 eggs
I
a
just
day
have
is what
5.
you get?
Oh, sorry, no, I have 5
5
chickens, and I usually
chickens.
get like 4 eggs a day because not all of them are laying yet.
Decent.
Yeah, I don't want more than that because it's just the 2 of us. So I don't. Well, I give the eggs away if we don't
Eat them.
have
Yeah.
or if we don't eat them. But you have so many chickens. I don't know why. I don't know how. What do you do with all those eggs?
We give them to people. Right now our fridge is full, but
Okay.
we drive them into town. We got Adam's parents, my parents, Joel, Adam's friend. And
Yeah.
sometimes what if they're poopy, we give them back to the chickens. But the other day I had a revelation.
hmm
Do you know where the eggs come from?
Yeah, periods.
Yeah, but it comes out of the same hole as their poo. So I discovered
Yes.
that eggs come from the chibussy.
Yes.
Chicken
You
butt.
snapped me
Yeah, I
this.
did, because I was like, Chris!
Jabussy.
These are from the
Yes.
chibussy.
Yes, that's right. I like
Yeah,
that a lot. I like
chibussy.
that a lot. It is true. Yeah, no, it's very strange. I think about it constantly, actually. I'm like, they literally create eggs every day, like this hard shell, nice,
Oh,
smooth poop, basically.
I
And
need
then
to give
we
them
eat it.
more snacks.
Yeah. it's really weird. I give them to my dogs too. I give them some
Hmm.
raw egg on their food.
That's good.
Yeah, but yeah, chickens weird. Chicken eggs weirder.
Yeah, I can't think. I don't. So
I
well,
can't think.
somewhere I don't eat the eggs. I
Yeah, now
can't
that we've talked
because
about it, I won't be eating it for a little bit
they're
now.
period butt puss eggs coming out.
Enjoy your eggs. I hope the people eating eggs watching this just
Like, ew. Because you buy it from the store. There's such a disconnect. But when you go out and you kick a chicken out and you pick up this warm egg with a little bit of poop on it, you're like, ah,
Mhm.
it's gross.
Yeah,
What
I
am I
have.
doing?
What am I doing, mate?
It's
Um,
disgusting.
my chicken. I have one chicken who just started laying, and she's very protective of her eggs. I
Broody.
feel bad taking them, but I'm like, they're not fertilized, honey. Like it's just an egg.
She goes broody and she wants to hatch them
Yeah, she
eggs.
goes.
Aww.
And I say, I'm sorry.
I'm
I need
robbing
to
you.
eat. I'm making an omelet, bitch.
Pay your rent, bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
I hate the
Exactly.
smell of chicken coop, though. It's so gross to me.
I all my chickens are like outside basically. They have like a tiny coop, but they how my chickens are alive is beyond me because they're free
Why?
range, like free range.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
they
they are.
have acreage to they just roam around. We have coyotes. I
Hmm.
just saw a bobcat the other
You
day.
saw a
We have
bobcat?
hawks. Yep, we have hawks. They have not been touched. They are the strongest chickens in the world, and I'm so proud of them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're very healthy, very good.
That's
And
good though. They're eating off the land. There's some
they
wild
really
chicken.
are.
And they always
Yeah,
go home at night.
yeah, they just go into their little like they have a place to sleep.
Yeah.
But it's I'm like, wow, these are resilient chickens.
They
So
really are. And they're so dumb, but they're so smart.
yeah, I love them. I love them. And my cows. I love my cows.
Oh my god, your cows are so beautiful. You have
Yeah,
so
they're
many more
great.
cows since last time I was there.
I know. And one's pregnant. I'm gonna have a little tiny baby calf
You're
in
gonna
like a
be a
month. I'm so excited.
grandmother.
Thank you. Yep, I'm gonna be a grandmama.
What are you gonna do with it?
Keep it.
And just be your
Keep it.
baby?
Yep, as a pet. Yep.
Oh my god, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Yep.
the smell of cows.
Yeah.
What's your favorite smells? If you had to choose your favorite
Ooh.
smell in the world.
It's a toss-up between laundry detergent, specific Tide laundry detergent my mother used to use, and new car tires.
Oh, I could eat them.
Yeah,
That is
walking
a-
into Canadian Tire, any tire store, I was like,
Oh.
I was like puffing the tires. As a kid, and even as an adult,
It makes your
I just go
gums
up to
tingle.
tires.
It's so good.
It's so good. And then I think you've mentioned this before, but like fresh rain, it hasn't rained in a while, and
Wet
on pavement
That
is
yeah, that's mine.
delicious.
That's mine for sure. Oh god.
Oh, it's so good. It's
I
it's so good. Is that it? What else? What else?
I just can't stop thinking about good. I like a good book. Smell it right up the crack.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I like the smell of oatmeal.
Oh, oatmeal's good too.
Like, but dry. Sorry. New
yes.
car.
I shit you not. I just made oatmeal chocolate chip cookies,
Oh.
and I got the dry oats, and I was like, because I smell everything that I
Mhm.
touch and use, basically, and I was like, and then I went back for another one, and I was like,
Smells
Caleb's like, what are you doing? And I was
childhood.
like, smell this. That's so funny you brought that up. Wish I had
No.
something to smell here.
Chris makes the best
stuff.
cookies in the whole entire world. Puts crumble to shame. I'll never forget having Chris's cookies and then doing the crumble thing. It was so funny.
Yeah, we gotta do another one of those.
That was so funny. Just
It was
shitting on it.
good. Yeah, it was
I just know in some
terrible.
PR room they're like, who the fuck are these bitches?
Extraordinarily terrible. Like
Yeah.
just it tasted like what a cookie would taste like a display fake cookie would taste like.
Yeah.
Such
There was
a
no
weird-
warmth to those cookies. Like,
No,
not
no
physical
love.
warmth, but like warmth.
No. They're
Depth.
just fake.
If Miss Frizzle
Why?
went through the crumble cookie factory, she would be disappointed.
She would. Yeah.
Yeah.
She'd be all up in those cookies.
Where's the burnt butter?
Mm-hmm.
If
Man,
you're
that was
with
good
Miss
stuff.
Frizzle, where would you want to go? What would you want to see?
Definitely. Oh, this is a great question. Do you have somewhere specifically?
I need to think about it. Definitely one would definitely be the intestine, slip and slide all the way down. What a
I know.
bing!
I immediately went into the body. I'm just like, I gotta see.
And I want to go
that
down the
piece.
toilet into the ground.
Oh,
go through it all.
interesting. I think I just go to the center of the earth. I want to know what's going on. I want to know if there's a secret ocean down there or something.
Oh.
Like into the mantle crust,
Mm.
into the core of the earth.
Damn, you just want to die. That's a death wish.
Shit up. Yep. To the
I
center of
want
the
to go.
problem.
What do you
Yep.
think's really at the center? Do you think it's really hot at the center? Or
Jolly Rancher.
Has no one actually drilled to the center?
Well, no, you just burn up.
But like send something down.
Yeah, they've dug pretty deep. I don't know how deep though. I don't know.
Let me see.
The Marianas Trench, I believe, is the deepest part of the ocean.
Isn't that a band?
It is. It is a Canadian band. It is. I'm friends with the guitarist of that band.
Oh my god, that's
randomly.
amazing.
Yeah, the Marianas Trench is the deepest. I don't know how deep they have drilled though.
I'm literally ChatGPTing it
Please.
right now. Have they
Please.
drilled to the center of the earth? Nope. Humans have never drilled to the center of the earth. It's way too deep and extreme for our technology. The farthest we've drilled, dude, the YouTube video we are about to create.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? We drilled to the center of the earth. How is Mr. Beast not done
Mr.
that
Beast
yet?
has nothing on us.
That video would be, we're just like, look down there, guys.
We put $1 million in the center of the earth. The first person to dig there.
Okay, question though. How deep? Wait, how?
Wait, how deep have we drilled?
How deep have we drilled? Because that's 12.2 kilometers. So
That's
7.6 miles.
crazy. That's deep.
That's only 0.2%.
Isn't that crazy?
0.2% of the way.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
I don't know, dude.
How
I can't see. No, I
many-
can't think about this stuff because
know.
then I think life is pointless.
I know. That's so
kidding.
much dirt.
No, this less so, but if I think about space and stuff, I'm just like, what am I even doing?
Dude, that's the conversation I had the other day when I went to another dimension. Oh my god,
Yeah.
are you ready to hear how many miles it is to the center of the earth?
Wait, can I guess?
Yeah, I want you to guess.
Miles? Okay.
You can do what feels better, kilometers or miles?
I'll say miles.
Okay.
That was, wait, how much was that? It was 0.2%.
That was 0.2%.
Was 12 kilometers or what was it?
Yeah,
12
it
miles?
was 12.2 kilometers.
So would it be like 1,500 kilometers? That's such a bad guess. I don't know math.
It's 6,371 kilometers.
Okay,
of the
yeah,
middle of the
okay,
earth.
that makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, then wait, to the center.
To the
and
center.
then if you double that, then it'd be more like 10-ish. No, 12.
What do you
That's
mean
kind of where
double
that
that?
number was coming from. Huh?
It's 6,300 to the center.
To the center, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you went to the
Okay,
center
yeah.
and then went to the other side, that's kind of what I was thinking about. So that would be like 13-ish.
Wait, so if you were to drive that, where could you get from to? Wait.
If you were to drive 6,000 some odd kilometers,
6.
you could probably drive down to Patagonia.
But isn't it only? It's crazy if you think about it. My brother had a truck with 600,000 kilometers on it. You could drive around
Right.
the world a couple times. Okay, so if we drove from right here in Toronto to London, United Kingdom, is 5,700 kilometers.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
we're
that sounds
we're
right.
getting real numbery, I think. What's going
We're
on?
getting- Dude, we got so. I mean, we always do that with these anyway.
It's
but
the best though.
It is.
What is
It
your
is.
Okay, we were talking about Miss Frizzle though. What's your favorite kid shows ever? And which ones did you hate?
This,
Yeah.
I feel like I've forgotten so many shows that I watched. I was a big Looney Tunes person. Family Guy.
Your parents let you watch Family Guy?
No.
No, kid. You had to be kid. What's your favorite? Like, this is like.
No, I'm saying they
max-
didn't let me watch it, but I watched it anyway.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. But that was around like 10, which I think is still a kid, but 10 and under. Looney Tunes, the old stuff, Flintstones, Jetsons.
Did you watch
like
Comfy Couch? Or Pengu?
Comfy Couch? Yeah, Pengu. Blue's Clues. It's funny how many shows Canadian that USA didn't have too.
Yeah.
Like they don't have Pengu. They don't know. I mean, they
Comfy
might know what it is
Couch?
because of Comfy Couch.
Because on what was that
Mr.
channel?
Rogers, I think they had, but
No?
we had
Mr. Dress
Up.
Up.
Mr. Dress Up. Sesame
Caillou.
Street didn't get the hype.
No, I never was a Sesame Street person, but I love puppets now.
I also like puppets. I also like puppets now. So
Why
maybe I
can't
was just behind the times.
I
Behind the
want
times.
puppets to work so bad,
I know. Yeah,
but nobody
I really
wants my
do.
puppets.
You know what? We'll do a little puppet segment in a ghost video or something.
Yeah, I would really like that, please.
We're gonna make it work.
Okay.
You're gonna like them.
That would make me feel whole inside, okay? My God.
What about you? What did you watch?
I was Comfy Couch and Pengu.
Yeah.
Arthur.
Arthur, yep. Franklin.
Bernstein Bears.
Bernstein Bears, yeah.
I think the Rugrats.
Rugrats.
I
I
was a
didn't watch that
Rugrats
too much,
girl.
but yeah, Rugrats.
Oh, I loved all that. There were like some weird Disney shows. Lizzie McGuire was my passion.
Oh yeah, the Disney Channel. That's So Raven, Liz McGuire, all those
yeah.
ones.
Or
Yeah,
did you have
classic.
TGIF with like Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Boys Meets World? You're probably too young for that.
I didn't. I literally only had the Disney Channel, so I didn't watch any. What was the other one besides Disney Channel that was really popular?
YTV.
Yeah, I didn't have
Teletoon?
YTV. I didn't have like iCarly and all that stuff.
No, me neither. I didn't watch
Um,
that as much. Hannah
yeah,
Montana.
so Hannah Montana, Zoe 101.
Till she got pregnant with the drama.
I know, it made me so mad because that was my favorite show. Because that was like a dream. Like all these kids in like middle school and high school going off
Yes.
to like a university campus, and they had these cool phones and
Oh, the phones. We just wanted to be them so bad.
so
Apparently that was the highest budget
yeah,
show that they ever put out on Disney
I believe it.
because
It
it
was
was
really
all
good.
filmed on location at a school in
It
Anaheim or something like that.
was such a cool school. And then Wizards of Waverly Place was really good as
Oh,
well.
I loved that.
I
Selena.
wanted to be a wizard so bad.
Oh my God, I want to be a wizard. God,
What do you-
vampires and witches and stuff. I'm gonna get upset if I talk about it.
I know. I just
Yeah.
want to be magical.
I just want to be a magical lady. My gosh.
We're 24 and 27. We just want to be magical.
We're 24 and 27. Forever. Forever.
We're basically vampires.
Yeah, we are. Look at us. Anyways, we put together a cool collection of some stuff for you guys today.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
What order would you like to do it in? We also did some voice recordings. We have some people asking for advice. We have Am I the Asshole? We have some spooky stories. We have some cool stuff for you. So Chris, pick the litter. Where do you want to start?
Maybe let's start spooky and then go into the more judgy cash stuff.
Okay. Well, I have an
Yeah.
article for you.
Okay.
All right. It's called A Scary Experience from Redditor who rented a haunted 1800s house. Okay.
Okay.
So this is from Reddit user Legrimus333. Okay.
Okay.
They rented a super haunted 1870s house where eerie noises and shadow figures convinced them it was indeed visited by ghosts. Spooky details that happened there will put the nail in the coffin. So comments here, I lived there with housemates and all we would hear were noises when nobody else was in the house. The person said that living there, they would hear footsteps running up and down the stairs and along the halls, and they would witness shadow figures out of nowhere. They recounted a chilling night when their roommate thought that they saw a dark outline of a man in their room, but they had not invited anybody over. They also said that their bedroom was in the attic across from a short hall from their housemate's room. They explained that their rooms didn't have doors. Okay, weird. One morning in the kitchen with the housemate, they asked if they had had somebody over that night. The former tenant also remembered how an old cellar door slammed closed by itself, even though it was enclosed in a covered porch and likely not shut by the wind. They even believe it might have been linked to an 1890 newspaper clipping where they discovered hidden under the floorboards. The front page of the publication featured an article about a murderer being a shocking situation that the renter insinuated might have happened in their former home. So they say that that house was terrifying. The person also shared that they have since moved to an 1891 folk Victorian, and they haven't had anything happen there except finding a Spider-Man glove and some old bobby pins in a vent. But they haven't seen anything creepy since. And that's the thing. It's so crazy with these old houses that sometimes they're chill,
Yeah.
And other houses are like, no, you don't understand what's happened here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Backstories, lore.
Yeah. Lore, dark.
Crazy.
Dark,
That's
creepy.
spooky, but also awesome.
Yeah, no, I literally love it. But I also found an article I thought you would find fun. And I'm gonna let you read it. But it's literally about a dude who can't sell his house because Adele said it was haunted.
Because Adele said it was haunted?
Yes, like the singer Adele.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Okay.
jump into it, babe.
Landlord gripes he can't sell his home because Adele said it's haunted. Hello from the other side. That's fantastic. A sprawling 7.4 million countryside estate in West Sussex, England, has been languishing on the market for more than a decade, and the owner says it's all thanks to the famous former resident, Adele. That's so funny. And she's so trustworthy, too.
Yeah, she is. I trust anything.
I trust her. I trust her. The Grammy-winning singer lived in the luxurious mansion for just 6 months in 2012, but her comments about the property being haunted have reportedly torpedoed any chance of selling it.
Jeez.
The 10-bedroom lock house, a converted convent with indoor and outdoor swimming pools, a tennis court, and a helicopter pad, he thinks should be an easy sell.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
I was like, yeah, everybody has $7.4 million in their back pocket for sure.
But they got indoor and outdoor pools and a helipad.
Right? Mad unnecessary. But owner Nicholas Sutton claims Adele's comments have been a major stumbling block. In an interview with CBS in 2012, Adele described the historic property as a bit of a cliche, adding, "This bit's all quite scary, really." At the time, it was reported she even had her bodyguard move in because the house gives me the creeps. That's a terrible accent.
No, I love it.
Sutton, who bought the Edwardian estate in 2003 and invested heavily in renovations, said the singer's remarks scared off prospective buyers. Unfortunately, during an interview on CBS, Adele remarked that she believed the house to be haunted. This comment negatively impacted future marketing efforts and continues to affect the property's reputation to this day. He said in a planning application presented to Horsham District Council and obtained by The Guardian. Despite high-end marketing campaigns featuring professional photography and listings with top agents like Savills, Sutton said he has yet to find a buyer. The only offer he received in August 2020 fell apart after the prospective buyer discovered Adele's haunted house claim. Jeez. The property has been extensively marketed wait, who's saying this? Oh, it's Sutton again. Let me say it. The property has been extensively market tested for over a decade, yet it has consistently failed to attract buyers, Sutton added. The mansion, which occupies nearly 20,000 square feet and set on 32 acres of pristine grounds, retains a distinct institutional look from its days as a convent in the 1970s. Sutton transformed the nuns' chapel into a family kitchen and added a swimming pool, but he says the property upkeep and unique character have limited its appeal. Even attempts to rent the home have been unsuccessful.
Damn.
Sutton noted, "The first tenant, Adele, stayed for 6 months and blighted the property, saying it's haunted." Now, after 14 years of trying to sell the estate, Sutton is shifting gears. He's seeking permission from Horsham District Council to divide the mansion into 3 houses and convert the garage and flat into a cottage.
Jeez.
Dude, I mean, I kind of feel bad for him because that's a lot to have on your plate, but also, why is nobody buying that? That sounds a haunted...
Well, like, what kind of, like, lower the price? Like, if you're actually that sick of having it and you don't have the money to, like, maintain it, like, if somebody, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's $7 million. If you listed it for 3, somebody probably would have swung around him and, like...
Yeah, he wants to make his money back, or, I don't know.
But like, what did the person, like, you do walkthroughs. Like, who found out it was haunted? Like, that deal that almost went through. Like, imagine it. They're like, oh my God, we're good.
Yeah,
and then they find out...
Adele lived in it, too.
Like, you'd think that'd be a selling point.
Maybe we're just weird though.
Wait, can we rent this? Should we go there?
I don't have that money.
No, we're gonna rent it for a night. Like, he's gotta give us like $200 for the night. Oh God, I wouldn't even think Airbnb rates like $3,000 a night. That'd be crazy.
He wouldn't want us there because we'd
make it more
it's haunted and nobody would want to go there.
He can pay us and we'll just go be like, no, we didn't find anything.
Well, now it's on the internet.
Yeah,
Just kidding. And that's pretty funny.
Yeah,
That's
I
pretty
thought I
funny.
thought that was something. I also found a really funny dating ad, okay? Well, it's not funny,
Okay.
but I need you to hear this, okay?
Okay.
This was posted in a newspaper. Single black female seeks male companionship.
Hmm.
Ethnicity not important. I'm a very good-looking girl who loves to play. I love long walks in the woods and riding in your pickup truck, hunting, camping, and fishing trips. Cozy winter nights laying by the fire. Candlelight dinners will have me eating out of the palm of your hand. When you get home from work, I'll be at the front door wearing only what nature gave me. And then they put the phone number and said, ask for Daisy. So that's a pretty appealing ad, right? Let me give you a
Yeah.
little update.
Oh my God, there's an update?
There's an update. Over
Okay.
1,500 men found themselves talking
With
to
pickup
the
trucks.
Atlanta Humane Society about an 8-week-old black Labrador puppy.
Oh,
Think about it! It was an ad for a puppy. I love long walks in the woods, riding in your pickup truck, gonna show up at the door with what nature gave me.
why would you write it like that?
Because it's funny. What? It is kind of inappropriate.
That's I went full thought it was a woman.
Thought it was a sexy lady, but no, it was a
Mm-hmm.
8-week-old Labrador retriever.
Because the way you read it too. You read
Yeah.
it all seductively.
I let you in the palm of my hand on that one.
You did. You did. You'll be eating out of the palm of my hand.
Oh, it's kind of
And when you
it's
said
kind of
that, I literally
cringy.
went, that's good. I like that.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
It's literally iconic, mate.
Literally iconic.
It's great.
Oh, all right. What's next?
All right.
What's next?
What about some Emma the asshole stories?
Yes, I'm itching for it. I'm itching for it.
We're up at the top of the.
Okay. All right. You want me to read the first one?
Go for it.
Okay. I love these. Okay. I also have not read these. I got my neighbor's cat addicted to treats, and now he's ruining my life. That's your fault. Straight up. All
Yeah.
right. All right. Oh, it literally starts with, all right. Male 24. This is probably the dumbest thing I've ever done, but it's spiraled so far out of control that I have to confess. A few months ago, my neighbor's cat, Mr. Pickles, solid name,
Yeah.
started hanging around my porch. I love animals, and he seemed friendly, so I gave him a few treats. Big mistake. This cat is now obsessed with me. At first, it was cute. He'd meow at the door. I'd give him a couple treats, and he'd wander off. But then he started showing up every single day, demanding more. If I ignored him, he'd sit outside my window and scream. I love cat screams. I have a cat now, and she goes,
That's
see me.
cute.
so I know that what that's like. And I mean scream in all caps. He said, it sounds like a toddler being sacrificed. It really
No.
does. I tried to cut him off. Oh no. But this little menace is relentless. He's learned my schedule. He waits for me when I get home. If I take too long, he'll start knocking things over on my porch, my plants, my shoes, even my mailbox. My neighbors has no idea I caused this, and he keeps complaining that Mr. Pickles has been getting weird lately. The worst part, he started breaking into my home. I left a window cracked last week, and I woke up to him standing on my chest, staring at me.
No.
I panicked and gave him treats just to make him leave. I rewarded the behavior. I have created a monster.
Oh.
I don't know how to fix this. Do I confess to my neighbor? Do I go cold turkey and risk my house being destroyed? I've made an enemy out of a cat, and I'm pretty sure he's winning. Please help. Oh, you silly, silly man.
That's so funny though. You don't expect a cat to go crazy like that.
Oh, yeah. Dude, they have routine. At least in my experience, my limited experience.
Yeah.
With Baby, my Maine Coon cat, who's huge now, who's like 5 months
She's
old.
so beautiful.
Yeah, but she knows the routine. She knows I get up about like out of bed, ready around like 8 a.m. and she has like a little room I keep her in just because we have dogs and I want her to be, safe, even though she gets along with them. But all I hear is if 8 o'clock on the dot almost.
Yep. Let me out.
I'm like, oh my gosh. And she knows I give her treats. So she waits where I give her treats. She knows when I give her little it's cats are and we have a lot of stray cats around too, especially in Texas, there's tons. So if you feed them or if you leave garbage out, there's like a colony of
Are there
them.
a lot of cats around you? Like stray
Oh
cats around you?
gosh. Oh, so many.
Oh wow.
So many. Yeah,
So are
they're
cats smarter too? Are they smarter than dogs? What would you say?
yeah. I mean, they're not really trainable,
Mm,
but they're very intuitive and very, I mean, they know a routine really well. They have very good survival instincts and stuff. That's why there's so many wild cats just living out there in the
wow.
cold and the heat, like getting mice and snakes and
Just
like
living their thug
they're a
life.
problem. Like they're a problem to the local wildlife because
Oh
they
my
kill so much.
gosh.
Yeah, it's like crazy, but that's not surprising. That's really funny, and it's so something I would do.
Yeah. Yeah. No, baby's
And
such a
you,
beautiful cat though. Oh my gosh.
yeah,
She's just
yeah,
getting
whole new
more
perspective.
angelic looking and she's so long. I wish I wasn't allergic to cats, man. I
Oh,
God did it for
yeah.
a reason. I'd have too many.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get it. I get it. I used to just be so stand like I
Yeah,
hate
you were
cats.
never into
Cats are
cats.
no, but I get it. I get it now.
You
At least
love it
Maine Coons,
now.
they're really awesome. They're super chill.
Chill pushy
So
cat.
that's pretty funny. Are you the asshole?
Oh yeah. Are
Yeah.
they
No, I mean you're like a soft. No, you're not even an asshole.
you
I
tried.
feel bad for you.
You tried to be good. I just feel bad. You're not an asshole either. You need to make a stance, so you got to show your dominance. You need to cut the cat off, I think.
Stop feeding the beast.
Don't feed the beast.
Stop
Lock your
feeding
windows.
the
This,
beast.
this
Lock your windows.
bitch is about to grow
Move.
thumbs and punch you out.
Just move.
Just
Because that is
move.
the only solution.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what you have to do. All right,
Oh, that
next up.
sucks.
All right, this one
Okay.
I'm excited for. Am
It's
I the
asshole.
asshole for making my blind date pay for dinner after I realized they lied about their age? I,
Ooh.
27 male, recently went on a blind date set up by a mutual friend. The person, let's call her Lisa, told me she was 28. We've been texting a bit before meeting, and she seemed fun. Maybe a little too into fancy restaurants, but I didn't think much of it. When we met at the upscale place that she picked, I immediately noticed she looked older. Not just a little, but noticeably. Over
Cool.
dinner, I casually asked her about her life, and she kept dodging specifics.
Mm.
Eventually, I pressed a little more, and she finally admitted that she wasn't 28, she was 38.
Oh.
I was surprised, but I kept my cool. I asked why she lied, and she smirked and said, I wanted to test if you were shallow. Then she
Uh,
laughed like it was no big deal. Mind you,
no.
this was after she ordered an expensive steak and wine, while I stuck to something simple. At that point, I had no interest in continuing the date. But
Mm-hmm.
instead of arguing, I acted normal, kept to the
Mm-hmm.
conversation, and when dessert time rolled around, I excused myself to the restroom and left. I didn't text
Mm.
her, I didn't make a scene, I just walked out. Later, I got angry texts from her and my friend saying I was an asshole for ditching her with the bill and that I
Mm.
was immature for leaving instead of talking about it. But honestly, I feel like she played me first.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay.
There's so much life experience between 28 and 38.
Oh, well, also, like, you're going on a date. You obviously have, I mean, people sometimes do, but they have a preference on what age of a partner they want for
Yeah.
family reasons, for other reasons. Like,
Hmm.
he was clearly, like, would not have gone on this date if he knew she was 38. Maybe not for shallow reasons, just because
It's
he doesn't
not
want to
what
be
he
with somebody
expected.
a decade older than him, which is fair. And
Yeah.
it's fine if you do want to be with somebody a decade older with you, but I that's just unless, something is like you get so offended by something, which I don't think you need to be offended by that. I think she just kind of made a really, she's an asshole for sure for doing that.
She's the asshole.
But,
You're not the asshole.
well, I would say he's the asshole too.
He
I
should have
don't
paid
think,
for his meal at least. Like what I would have done is I would have been like, "Hey, I appreciate this date. I think we're gonna
yeah.
split the bill because I came into this honest and you didn't."
Hmm.
And that's how I would have dealt with it. But like 10 years, it's a lot. And and it's weird. And I hate this. And it's because what society's done to us. But 10 years the opposite way seems a little different too. Like older woman, younger man. I don't know why. That's just what
Yeah.
society has put on me. But like, I just don't lie. You should,
Yeah,
I'd
that's the
expect
thing.
that from a man. I don't expect that from a woman.
Yeah, that's the thing is that I mean, age aside, age doesn't even matter. Like, whatever if you're older, but like,
Mhm.
you're literally starting out this relationship on a lie.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks. I would be like, I'm good. But I think he should have owed her, like, be like, honestly, I don't like that you lied to me. And I would like to be with somebody that's of this age. That's just my preference, which is fine.
Yep.
They could still be a nice person.
Hmm.
You could be like, I'm gonna settle my tab, and I don't think this is gonna work out. Like you literally were a child walking out. So I
Yeah.
do think you're the asshole. But I also think she's the ass. I think everyone's the asshole,
Everyone's an asshole.
which is a stamp on Reddit on Am I the Asshole? Everyone sucks.
Everyone sucks.
I think everyone sucks.
Everyone
That
sucks.
sucks.
Yeah.
Why do that? That's just such a weird thing to do.
It's icky.
It's icky. Yeah, like I can't imagine going on a date and be like, okay, I'm gonna tell them I'm 18, but I'm actually 28. Like that's
Think of the life
drastic.
difference. Yeah.
It is. 10 years is a big difference.
18 is a baby. That's a baby.
Exactly. But like I could pass, right?
Absolutely.
No,
Absolutely.
not. That's fine. But yeah, no,
I
think
gotta
everyone
start
sucks.
aging soon.
I don't.
I was looking at myself in the mirror the other day. I'm like, I gotta stop lying. It's not that I'm lying. I just don't tell anybody anymore. Nobody. I just don't even joke about what it
And
is.
that's your truth.
That's my
That's your
truth.
We can joke about being 24 and 27. Our partners know how old we are, and that's
Yeah.
all that matters.
Yeah.
And so does the internet, technically, but it's a mindset. An age is a mindset.
Yeah. We're
You know?
fine.
Exactly. All right. That
Oh
was
my
a really good
gosh.
one.
Yeah.
All right, let's do the next one. Am I the asshole for this secret? Ooh, okay.
Mm.
I have been hiding a secret from my wife.
Ooh.
Never good. At work, they started getting us cupcakes every Friday recently. Everyone gets to have only one. I never eat mine so that I can give it to my wife. Okay, that's adorable so far. She doesn't know that we only get one each. She just thinks I eat mine at work and I bring her an extra one or something, and I will never tell her. I want her to enjoy it peacefully. She has a sweet tooth, but we can't justify buying snacks currently, so we haven't had treats in a while. I love seeing her reaction when I whip out the almost squished muffin. It's really sweet. Aw. Sometimes she will unintentionally do this cute little dance, lol. I think it's the one joy in her life right now. I love her so much and it makes me happy seeing her like that, so I will probably take it to my grave.
I'm literally crying right now.
I thought this was gonna be really bad.
You're not an asshole.
We're both like edging towards our periods.
Yeah, we're so close to our
synced.
periods. Wait, when's yours due?
Let me check my Flow app.
I'm gonna check my aura. Oh my
Oh, yeah,
gosh.
it's connected to Aura as well.
Oh my god, I'm like 4 days, 5 days off. Oh my god.
Okay, I'm 8,
Yeah, I'm like
but it
5
fluctuates.
days, 6 days. 4 to 6 days.
That's funny.
Woo!
That's really sweet. Take it to your grave.
Take it to your grave. I can just see the little dance and that they can't afford snacks. Is like, DM me, I'm gonna send you so much cake right now.
I want a cupcake now.
Damn, I want a cupcake right now. Damn. That really messed me up. That was beautiful. Thank you for sharing
Absolutely
that
not
shit.
the asshole.
All right, next one. Am I the asshole for telling my friends they're not famous? My friends
It's our
are...
friends.
We need to have a talk. My friends are dating, and they're also actors who have had small roles on a few television shows, like up to 2 lines. Neither of them has a following in real life or on social media. They both have under 1,500 followers combined. Anyway, last week I posted a group picture on Instagram of people celebrating a friend's birthday. Everyone in their photo has their arms around each other's shoulders. Very platonic. Anyway, yesterday in a group chat among the 3 of us, they asked for me to take the photo down because they don't want the public to know they're dating. I would consider taking it down if they looked bad or sloppy, but they don't. Also, everyone has their arms around each other, not just them. Anyways, I asked what they meant, and they said that they didn't want to end up in the gossip rags. I pointed out that they're not famous, and they don't even have functioning IMDb pages yet. They were livid and called me a bunch of names. I think they're delusional, but they've been texting me demanding I remove it, and even sent me screenshots of them reporting it. Nothing has happened at this point. I don't even want to be their friend. However, and probably because I'm an asshole, I don't want to delete it based solely on principle.
Listen. Even if they weren't quote unquote famous, they asked you to not post it so you don't post it.
We
Just
always
because,
text each other when we're gonna do that.
yeah, just be a nice person.
Yeah.
Like you're being an asshole. You're just being a pretentious asshole. You know,
Yeah.
your friends are trying to do something, and whether they're famous or not, you're just being it. It sounds like you should not be friends with them, first of all, because you
Yeah.
clearly don't like them.
Well, I think
Otherwise,
just it gives off jealous vibes like a little
oh,
bit.
yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't think the picture would end up in the gossip rags. I think we both had people in our lives though that definitely, you know, feel the
Oh,
same way about
I was talking
themselves.
about people talking about us like that. Like
Yeah, no.
they think they're famous, and I'm like, I'm just kidding. No, I don't. I swear.
No, but no, that's the whole thing. Like, if it doesn't matter if they're famous or not, if somebody doesn't want you to post something, you shouldn't. They probably didn't like the photo and used gossip rags as like an excuse to get you to take it down.
Yeah, maybe.
That's
maybe.
where I go with it.
Yeah, maybe. Like, who cares, man? Like, you're caring too much. The principal is an evil devil on your shoulder that you need to get rid of.
Don't be a douche.
Okay? Life's too short.
Yeah.
Don't hold a grudge like that. Who's that? Who is that for? Who what's that gonna do to your life?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, make two people leave your life? Yip-de doodle fucking day.
Yeah.
You know?
Fun.
Those kind of people drive me nuts.
Yeah.
Just to make other people miserable.
Yeah, just
when
make
they're
life
happy.
easier.
Yeah. Feed their delulu.
Feed their delulu.
You got if you're a friend, listen, if you're a friend,
Yeah.
you feed delulu, okay?
Yeah.
A healthy delulu. You know, stuff that's not gonna hurt them or whatever.
You're the baddest bitch in the world.
Feed
You know?
the beast. Because then I would say, no, I'm not. Stop.
And I go, yes, you are.
I say, no, you are, bitch. Beautiful bitch.
Beautiful bitch.
Exactly. Exactly. I still don't think I'm famous at
Bro,
all.
you're so famous, and you don't.
I mean, we're not famous. I don't think we're famous. We're not famous.
We're no, but think about it, bro.
No.
This is what Adam does anytime, like, because this is Chris and I both live this. Where like we'll be out in public and be like, "Why'd that person look at me weird?" And then and Adam will be like, "It's because you're all over the fucking internet, Selena."
Like, oh,
It's
yeah.
like it's like over 100 million people have seen one of your videos. Like you have as much like, and that's the thing, Chris. You have more followers, and there are people in Canada. You're famous, babe. Move on.
Yeah, I guess.
We're internet famous, and then we've bled over into real life because we've done the movie and we've been in movies and we've been in shows, which is really cool. But we want to know something that Chris and I are super duper humble, okay? Because we started from the bottom, now we're here. We're trying. We're trying so hard, and we'll never forget where we,
No,
I want to say we'll never forget where we came from, but we're still there. Like, we're just every day still struggling. We work too hard.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it helps that we both were adults before this happened, like full grown, brains fully functioning.
Yeah.
Like I was 24, just about to turn 25, so I was like pretty well set. Had a lot of shitty jobs, and that's I think that helps.
Bro, if you
I feel
don't
bad
work
for the kids
shitty
that come into
jobs,
this.
I feel like you'll never be well rounded. We
I
have both
agree.
worked. We have worked some crazy shitty jobs.
Yeah, multiple at the same time.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, I will never complain about this job. I have said it on this already.
Love it.
But I will never complain.
So thankful. Thank you, God.
Thank you.
And all of you.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here listening to our bullshit.
Our podcast.
Yeah.
I think the next story is really funny.
Okay, yay. Let's read another one. Last but not least, am I the scallywag for honking at another driver who cut in front of me at a drive-thru each time she tried to order? Wait, what? Okay, I'm just gonna read it. I'm confused. This line at Starbucks I went to was really long. I was in line for a good maybe 20 minutes until this lady in a Mercedes tried to cut in front of me and like 8 others behind me.
Bitch.
I laid on the horn and tried to block her from cutting me, but she succeeded anyway and flipped me off.
Douche.
Oh no. I'm the type of person who will let someone get away with shit like this.
Will not. It says
Sorry,
will not.
Sorry. I am personally. I'm the type of person, this other person, who will not let someone get away with this shit. Good. So I waited until she pulled up, and as soon as she tried to order, I honked. So petty, I love it. She then looked at me with a dirty look and gave me the finger, which I already had a middle finger of my own ready for her. Each time she made an attempt to order something, I honked and sometimes laid on the horn for 3 seconds. I stopped as soon as she drove off. We then ordered and went about our day. So am I the asshole for doing
No, you're the
No,
king.
this goes under petty revenge, kind of like
Love
it's,
it.
but it's no, it's not even petty. It's just like, listen, I'm always about killing people with kindness, and I would never be able to do this, but I love hearing about other people doing this because that person deserves the honks,
Yeah.
and they don't deserve Starbucks coffee.
No, they don't. And I'm so glad she drove away and gave up douchebag Marie.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I can just picture her flipping off too. She's probably like in her Mercedes Benz,
Oh my God, I have to get to my pedicure right now.
listening to our podcast. Hey, Karen, bitch. Don't cut in front of
you,
people.
you literally stuttered as you said bitch, like you were nervous. Bitch.
I was. I don't want to be mean.
Oh my God. Would you have done that? What would you have done in that
No.
situation?
I would have been like, guess they're first.
Oh, bro, I would have gotten out of my car, gone up to the window and been like,
Yeah, you would.
who do you think you are?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I wish I was that kind of person. I'm trying to be able to stand up for myself more like that. Another funny thing they could have done is let her order and then go up and then when they're behind her, when they go across, to run across and grab it.
Oh, that's a good one. You know what's
Yeah.
crazy though? You are that way maybe with yourself, but you stand up for other people. Like I know something happened to me, you would have gotten out of the car from. Yeah,
Yes.
you are.
You're totally right. If
Yeah.
it's somebody else, if it was my sister, if it was you, if it was, yeah, you're right. I'd be like, not today, mother.
Just if it's like to you, which is hilarious. But I get
Yeah,
it.
that's true.
I get it so strong.
That's true. That's true. Yep, you read me like a book.
I read you like a book.
A
Anyways,
comic book.
Oh, I like it.
Uh-huh.
I want to tell you that I went through confessions a while ago. I asked for confessions from you guys, and I got over 1,900 responses.
That's insane.
Yeah. And some of them, I can't go through all of them, but I'm scrolling through and I have some juicy ones. And this first one here, I read it and I was like, this is diabolical.
Okay, I haven't read them. So
Okay, I'm going to read
excited
this
hear.
one. So this is the first one.
Okay.
I found out that my first love was cheating on me with my best friend. I was shattered. I didn't understand how they could both do this to me. When my boyfriend went into the store, I took the condoms out of his glove box and poked holes in all of them.
I knew exactly where that was going.
2 months later, my best friend told me she was pregnant. I knew it was his. I also knew she was Catholic and her parents would make her keep her baby. My boyfriend was good on the football team and was going to get a full ride for college. I just wanted to ruin their lives because they ruined mine. I'm 24 now and I feel kind of bad. They didn't last. She's on welfare and he works at a gas station and at Arby's. LOL.
I will remember you.
Oh,
Remember me. That's
dark.
diabolical.
Would you have done that?
I know you
What?
would have.
I wouldn't have. No, I wouldn't have done that to you. I wouldn't have met. Why are you looking at me like
That's
that?
no. She's done some pretty crazy things, but justified. No, this is like changing. You are this. This is the butterfly effect, okay? You just change something in the universe.
Yeah.
You created life because of your actions.
Because of your
that
anger.
child is yours.
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
your baby.
I would feel responsible for that family, that child specifically, and the father for the rest of my life. It would eat at me. So this is like,
And they ended it with
she's-
LOL in all caps.
yeah. I mean, she says she still thinks about it. So I'm like, I mean, you were young, so there's that, but I could
I
never.
feel like I
Like,
lived that situation. Like I've always talked about the ex-boyfriend where the girl showed up and she was pregnant and like he had been living a double life and he was dating. Like I've been with this man for a year when I was a
Yes.
teenager. But I didn't do it. Well, she was already pregnant. That might have been the spray paint incident and the sugar incident. Anyways, honestly, I would have just left him and never, like now that I'm an adult, I would have just left him and never spoke to him again.
Yeah.
But the fact that like she sat there and knew exactly what was going to happen and thought, I'm gonna do it. And now he works at Arby's in the gas station. He was gonna have a full ride in college. Like, he could have been a famous. She was probably like, no, you're not getting the good life now.
Yeah,
Like, she
you know,
played the universe. Like, she played God. Like, she played God.
She played God. That's what I'm saying, man. You don't do that.
You don't
You don't
do
end
it.
lives. You don't start lives of
No.
other people.
No.
Unless it's yours, I guess. But I can't even fathom that. That is wild.
Mm-hmm.
I know you might be watching this.
They probably are.
I hope you're all right. I hope you're all right. And you know what? It happened, and you know what? They are responsible for their actions.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about all I can give you.
It's a pretty intense story. Like, what if whoever she did this to also hears this? Because, like, who has that exact scenario and he works at Arby's at a gas station now?
Maybe.
Could they sue her?
No, I don't think so. But maybe, because you can't prove if they actually used those. And I'm saying that maybe they just didn't use them at all. And maybe it was like an actual accident. Maybe it
it's
wasn't
not
even
your
your fault. How about live like that? Live like they threw them out. They didn't even use them.
Yeah, they were silly teenagers.
Here, I'm feeding you Delulu.
See, that's
eat
what
it
we
up,
do.
eat
You're
it
our
up.
friend now. We give you the Delulu. You gave us the info. We give you the Delulu.
Exactly. Thank
Spill
you
the
for
tea. Spill the
Eat the
Delulu.
biscuit. Eat the Delulu biscuit. That's a crazy first one. Holy crap.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Holy crap. All right. I'll read the next one. All right. Second confession. I have a scar on my stomach, and I told my mom it was a football accident. I was 13. But in reality, it was a motorcycle accident. She still doesn't know it, and I will be 19 on March 3rd. Huh.
What are you doing
Happy
on a
almost birthday.
motorcycle?
Happy almost birthday.
Happy birthday.
Damn. On your motorcycle. I mean, you can do a lot of things on a motorcycle. You go over the bars, maybe fall over
But like,
sideways.
were they with someone they shouldn't be with?
Maybe she just doesn't like motorcycles. I feel like there's a lot of mamas out there that don't like motorcycles. I don't. I mean, I used to ride, and it's so dangerous.
I never
so maybe
will
that's
again.
why.
I got rid of my bike, and I never will again.
It's so dangerous. My mom literally works for a company where they do injury claims for people that get in accidents.
The way you just said accidents.
I'm Canadian.
I love it.
They call, I mean, and most people call the motorcyclist this, but they're just oh my gosh, what are they called? It's like, organ donors.
Organ donors.
Like motorcyclists are just organ donors because
it's a matter of time.
Just die. Yeah, it's so sad. Well, it's not usually not them, but no, like.
Dude, I rode a motorcycle for a season and a half, and wasn't me. I was almost killed by other drivers like 7 times.
All the time, because people just don't know how to drive around motorcyclists.
They don't see you.
The rules of the road are a little bit different, and it's just like, it's just not good. It's not good. It's fun. Not good, though.
Not good.
So that's probably why he didn't tell, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And your secret safe was with us. Happy almost birthday.
Yeah, happy almost birthday.
Happy almost birthday.
All right, this one I found also diabolical that they would do this to themselves. All right.
Okay.
I got my friend to break my leg so I didn't have to tell my ex that I lost my passport a week before we were going away for 3 months.
Your leg?
Had her friend break her leg so she didn't have.
Leg?
She wanted out of the trip. Well, she lost her passport. Had someone break her leg so that she could use that as an excuse instead of having to tell her boyfriend that she lost her passport.
How hard it is to break your leg?
How hard is it? Have you broken a leg?
I have broken my ankle.
I've done that.
But like, I hope to God it wasn't like the femur or something, because you could like die from that if it goes off. But like, you would literally have to like sit with your feet up and then somebody jump on. Like, how would, first of all, now I need to know how she
please
broke
let
your
us
leg.
know.
Was it a baseball bat? Like, what was it? There could have been so many other things you could have done. You could have done the foot. Foot's easy. I've broken my foot so many times. You have so many little bones on the foot. I don't know why I'm giving you advice right now. Don't do that.
I want to DM this person and ask how.
Yeah, ask for context, but that is just too much. That's a lot. Getting your leg broken just again, the truth will set you free.
The truth
tell
will
the
set you
tell the truth.
free.
Don't break your leg. How about that? Doesn't that sound nice? Doesn't that sound nice?
Does that sound
Just
good?
owning your shit and having a healthy leg.
Should we like literally call this person? Can we do that?
Yeah, call them.
Should I right now?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, it says no answer. They must have their setting.
Dang it.
Okay, I'm gonna send an audio message. Hey, we're talking about you on the podcast right now. We need to know how your friend broke your leg and what part of your leg was broken. We can't go on until we know. There we go.
I can't even conceive that. Like, hey, Selena, I lost my passport. I really don't want to tell anybody. Can you break my leg?
See,
would
who
you
would
break my leg for me?
No, I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna do that, and then I would just call your boyfriend and say, she's so nervous, and I would like play devil's advocate, and I would help you. Yeah. Like, that's the thing. What kind of relationship are you in that you can't be honest? Like, is this person so mad, or you just don't want to hurt their feelings, and you're like, I'm gonna take one for the team? I don't know.
When is that the best option?
Yeah.
When is breaking your leg the best option?
Yeah.
Get out of there if that's the best option. That's my advice there.
Out.
Get out, man. You know what? To be fair, I've been in a similar situation.
Wait, what was it?
I had to play every sport under the sun when I was a kid, and I did not like it. I liked a couple of them, but my parents made me play sports because they didn't want me doing, drogas and going partying and all that stuff, whatever. Yeah. Mistakes they made that they've apologized for now. But anyway, I liked basketball, but not really. I didn't really like it that much, and I really didn't want to play in this tournament. I was just tired. I was like, I don't want to play.
Short of break.
I don't care. So I was like, I asked my sister to break my finger. I asked my sister to break my finger in the door.
Chris, you've lived this.
I have lived this. I've been there. I've been like, the only way to get out of this. And I had broken 13 bones up to that point. So I was like, no biggie. Broken lots of fingers before. So she did what you did and said, you're crazy. I can't do that. She's a Pisces too. She's very like
emotional.
No, what? Did not end up breaking my finger because I tried. Mm-hmm. I did. I slammed it on my own finger, but I didn't slam it hard enough because I was like, I hesitated. Yeah. So I just bruised it really bad. But yeah. So I have been in that like situation before. That's terrible.
I can't believe you've literally lived this. Don't do that. Oh my God.
Don't.
To be afraid of your parents and like to know that like you can't say no and you need to break your finger, that's crazy.
Well, and that's the thing is like I could have said like, hey, I really hate this. And I just didn't. I never wanted to let them down. So that's my own shit. So,
oh my God. Well, Chris, I apologize, but you're the only one who can speak on this because you've lived it.
It's okay.
Look at your face.
But a leg, dude, a leg is crazy. Yeah. You literally could have done anything else, obviously, besides your back or neck or something.
No, they had to make it big enough to not go on a trip. You can go on a trip if you have a broken finger, but you need that broken leg.
Yeah, I get. But your foot, there's so many little bones in your foot, and you got to wear a boot and stuff. Anyway, again, I don't want to give you advice.
No, my gosh. Rory, this person did write back, and they're like, sorry, I'm in England. I'm in bed with a bunch of cry face emojis. And I put, please tell us. So we might circle back to that in a little bit.
Okay, yeah. Tell us how they broke your leg. Yeah, we need to know how they broke their leg.
My gosh.
Goodness gracious. Okay, well, I can read the next one now.
We got it, dude. We got it. We got from the person who broke their leg.
First of all, hello. I had a terrible feeling. I mean, I knew what I was doing when I responded to the message, but I had a terrible feeling that kind of message would spark an interest. But here we are. Yeah, basically, I was due to go to Thailand for like 3-4 months. And the week of, I obviously lost my passport, and basically my ex had told me, like, I'd lost my passport before, and she said, if you ever lose your passport again, we're going to break up. This isn't what initiated the breakup. There were several other things that went on. So I took it into my best interest to try and find a way to be able to not go. That would involve me not telling her that I lost my passport.
Wait, how did your leg get broken?
Yeah, we need to know that.
Because it was broken, right? He did break it?
Yeah, he did. There were more, but
So I pulled my friend together. I said to him that I need a favour. And immediately I could see the fear in his eyes. And he said, yeah, anything. What is it? I goes, right. So I told him the rundown. I said, I've lost my passport, blah, 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 blah. I can't tell her that I've lost my passport because we're going to end up breaking up. You need to do something for me. And I spent at least 7 hours trying to think of a reason that was plausible to say to her, but it wasn't possible. So I said, there's only one thing for it. You're going to have to break my leg. So he took his Volkswagen caddy van and ran over my ankle.
Oh, so he broke his ankle.
Oh my gosh!
Stop. Wait. Okay, I take back everything I said. This is like the most chivalrous knight in shining armor there's ever been in the world. He just didn't want her to
But
break
like
up
a bad girl who would break up with you over something like that. But this poor angel. So sorry.
I just want to hold his hand and tell him it's okay.
Pet his hair. Be like,
okay.
It's okay you lost your passport.
Oh,
we love you.
What?
I need you to run over my leg. In a Cadillac, it's so heavy.
I take back what I say about the friend too. What a mate, dude.
Yep. Thank you so much for coming through.
I'm so happy right now. We need to do that more. We need to reach out for context.
Yeah, everybody be on call. Everyone be on call.
Be on call. If you put in a confession you miss, be on call.
Be ready now.
We'll keep it anonymous. That is wild.
That is diabolical, baby.
It's diabolical.
Oh my gosh.
Damn. I take back everything I said. You're a legend.
Yeah, you're a legend.
You're a legend.
Didn't want to break a heart, so I had to break his leg. Oh.
I am shaking right now at this next one because I used to work at a tanning salon where this happened all the time. It says I pee in my tanning bed garbage every day.
That's so gross.
Do I know you? The amount, Selena, the amount of piss.
Are you serious?
I have cleaned up from tanning bed trash bags. I worked at a tanning salon for years, and I've seen the worst of the worst. People have shit in the beds. People have yacked off in beds, in trash cans, but the amount of piss is crazy.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and you wouldn't really know after, or like who did it, because you clean the beds obviously after everybody.
Yeah.
And you'd know if it was like really strong, but usually there's like towels and stuff in there. Usually there's towels also, so we had to throw away so many towels. But it'd be at like the end of the day where you'd clean out those garbage bags.
Yeah.
And then it would just be piss.
What?
Oh, I'm so angry. I know you're listening right now.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're listening right now. And I just want to tell you, I will find you.
I will find you.
And I will slap up on you. Okay?
You're gonna piss in their garbage can.
Yeah. I'll say, hey, don't do that, because I was the person on the other side cleaning up the piss. Why? Just why? Poor Kay.
God, Chris is so stressed.
I can't believe that. That's just a thing. Anyway, sorry. That got me amped up.
Dude, I feel you. All right, this one I found interesting. I have been lying for years that I graduated college and even made a fake diploma. So some ways this could be funny, but like, are you a psychiatrist? Like, can you imagine just like, I go back to like when we went to Crescent Hotel and remember that doctor? Like, can you imagine being a doctor and you're just like, yeah, just telling everybody like, you have herpes, or like, just like, what? I need context.
Dude, what is this? Is this the freaking Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks movie?
Wait, what one is that?
Oh shit. Everyone knows what I'm talking about right now.
Except for me.
It's a movie about a true story about a kid, I think in like the 80s maybe,
okay, that
just pretended to be a pilot, pretended to be a doctor, pretended to be a lawyer, just like faked his way through
this.
it. Catch Me If You Can.
Catch Me If You Can.
This person's literally Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah, hopefully it was just like, a Bachelor of Arts degree. I'm assuming it, because it's extremely difficult to do that nowadays.
Something that is easy, something that's fake, that won't actually affect you. Something that doesn't feel real anyways.
Dude, that one like doesn't surprise me though, because I know the pressure some people put on their kids and stuff.
Yeah.
Just to finish. I know several people, not that have made fake diplomas, but that have lied about going to university for like
Ooh.
semesters.
Dude, my he left a college course, but he told us that he finished and he just had to like do this one thing to get his diploma. He kept it up for like 4 years and we're finally like, where is it? And he was like,
yeah, statute of limitations.
and it was just, and it was a stupid course. He was just, it was his first time at college and he was having fun and he was partying. Like,
yeah, I know someone very close to me. I will not out you. They're probably watching this right now. But they literally lied about doing university for an entire year to their parents, and their parents paid for it.
Where'd the
So
money
they were just
go? They just didn't
cashing in
go.
the money, spending it.
Oh my God.
And I only knew about this after the fact. Like after the parents found out, I was like, "What are you doing?" They were a client.
Yeah.
So, I was like, "How could you do?" Like I couldn't do that just out of pure
No.
fear that
No.
they'd kill me.
No.
But that's wild.
It is. We're just so afraid of hurting other people, aren't we? Like when you think
Yeah.
about the leg, when you think about that, like we just don't want to upset people. We don't want to disappoint people.
No, but that's probably why they did it, because they didn't want to disappoint people.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they did it, because they don't want to hurt people.
Yeah.
Hurt people.
It's so true.
Damn, did you get away with it?
Yeah,
Did you get away with it? All right, next one, I guess. Is there another one?
We got a few still.
Okay, cool. I like these.
Yeah, these are really fun.
My boyfriend donated his sperm to get my bestie pregnant, and now our kids are half siblings. No one knows except us, and I love it.
I could never. Sorry. No, I could never. Because how'd you donate it?
Wait, so that'd be like Adam, give me his sperm.
Yes.
No.
No, see, that's weird.
No.
I don't like that.
No, they'll be cousins.
I would also be like, those are my babies. Because I
Yeah,
love him,
exactly.
right? Like, no.
I'd feel very possessive. I would never let somebody take Caleb's sperm.
No, can you imagine
I'd fight them.
can you imagine like one of your siblings is like, can I have his to have babies?
Yeah. No, I'd be like,
No.
meet me in the ring, bitch.
Fight. Like,
Fight.
okay, cool, respect. You guys have a great relationship, but like that could go south so many ways. Like, also, how'd you donate?
Then
Did
they're
you go the
his
real way?
kids.
Did you
Yeah, is he paying like for them? Because they're his dad. That's
See,
his dad. Like,
or opening a can of worms? They
too many
didn't give enough.
worms.
They didn't give enough. They didn't like be like, oh yeah, her husband couldn't. It just in my head the way they said it, I'm like, y'all just up to some stuff.
But you know what?
But
Wait,
wait,
you're happy with it, so that's fine.
you're not
I
hurting
just
no
think of it-
one. So it's
I
fine.
have to put myself in the shoes, not the shoes I want to live in. Okay,
don't
not the
like those
Crocs I want
shoes.
to croc in.
Yeah, don't have those in 4-wheel drive.
Mm-mm. But
Sports
live
mode
your
off.
life.
Yeah,
And that's like, I could see how it's kind of cute that you guys have siblings as
but the kids don't know
as
then.
kids or kids as
yeah?
siblings. Do the kids
It's too
know?
deep. I can't think about it. It's like thinking
I
about
can't think
outer
about it.
space. I can't think about
Interesting
it.
though. Interesting. Okay, next.
Okay. I'm almost 45 and still a virgin, and somehow I believe I'm the only one in the world. Also, I'm ashamed of it, but at the same time, I have zero desire to have sex. That's fine.
You're asexual. That's okay.
There's lots of people like that.
You're not the only person in the world, my lord.
Duh. There's
No,
people
I
who
know
die
like
virgins.
a couple people off the top of my head in their 30s that haven't. You're absolutely not the only person. So
No.
don't
And
worry
if you
about
don't
it. And
want
if you-
to, that's fine.
yeah, that's totally fine.
The
You
media
don't
makes
have
us
to.
think that everything revolves around sex, but like especially like it just
Yeah.
doesn't. It doesn't. As long as you know you like yourself, if you have important relationships with people around you, that's all that matters.
Yeah, don't stress, baby girl.
Don't
Baby
stress.
boy.
Whoever you
Maybe
are.
whoever you are. Whoever you are.
Oh, the next one I
That's
like.
fine. Okay. That was for you.
Thank you.
Okay. One time at a pool party, I was sitting on one of those hard white plastic chairs. Okay. It was my friend's 13th birthday. I thought it would be funny to toot, it's a cute word, the hard chair, making it louder. I ripped one and it as sharp, too sharp. The air came out with such force, I ended up tearing the skin beside my rear. I needed 3 stitches.
Have you ever had a sharp tooth?
I guess worse, but not like bleeding worse.
But have you had one come out and you're sitting weird and it's like, and it hurts?
The air pressure?
Yeah.
Yeah, it hurts for sure.
They tore.
That I can't imagine the sound it made though. It's probably like
a
I don't
clap.
know.
It was probably like a Do you know what I mean?
And it was like and then she goes and then she goes
Can you imagine though, you're in a bathing suit and everyone is like singing happy birthday and eating cake and you're just like, I tore my ass open with a fart.
bleeding out your ass at 13. I'm sorry.
Oh my
That's
God.
terrible.
But it's
That's
funny.
awful.
No, it's
You're
funny.
having to get stitches in your butt. Man, I guess every pregnant woman ever, or not ever, but a lot of pregnant women have to get stitches in their
Yeah,
butt
but they
and
don't
vagina and
fart
stuff.
it open. They're pushing a human out.
You have some high pressure washer farts. Like, that's almost impressive.
Like you could fart beside blinds and they'd be like,
That's yeah, you need to the Guinness World Record needs to be called.
you
right
should
now.
you should shoot darts out of your butt.
Yeah.
That'd be funny to see. I'd watch that.
There's strippers that do it like with ping pong balls. I've
Oh,
heard of.
s-
I actually haven't seen it.
I
just
saw a
heard this.
video of that.
They get- this person could do it out of their butt.
Oh
That's really
God,
funny.
I'm really
That's
picturing a lot
fantastic.
of weird things right now.
Yeah. Erase.
All right, we have
Erase
one
setting.
more dirty confession here.
Okay.
I was babysitting for my neighbors. I was 17 and they said that I wasn't allowed to have any boys over. Respectable.
Mhm.
I understood that. They were not going to be back until the next day. When the kids fell asleep, I left. I slept at my boyfriend's and got back at 5 a.m. The kids woke up at 7 and no one ever knew.
Damn.
That's horrible.
Damn. That you bad.
Bad.
Babysitter.
Yeah. What if the house was on fire? What if an intruder? What if they
Anything.
woke up and they needed you?
That's I mean, hey, nothing happened, so I'm glad, but way too many variables, bad variables. I could never do that. I'd be so scared.
Terrified.
I'd be so scared.
Terrified.
But we're all idiots when we're teenagers, so
I would never have the balls for that though.
no, me neither.
Never.
Me neither. No, that's crazy. That's crazy. I still can't get over the fart one.
Yeah, that's so funny.
I'm still thinking about it. How much that would hurt. Yeah, because you ever had sharp,
You're a sharp fart.
shits? Sharp
The
shits, though?
You mean after eating spicy food?
Yep, I just did that like not too long ago, and I was like,
Oh.
"Is this death?"
Dude, and people just like eat, like I watch these dudes be like, I'm eating this 1,000 Scoville pepper. And I'm like,
Yeah.
do you like that? Like, do you like
No.
your ass hurting? Like,
Do you like shaking hands with Jesus when you shit on the toilet? Because that's what I do.
I picture you
thanks.
sitting there being like, take me.
I will remember.
What did you eat
you.
though? I need to know what you ate.
I ate. Oh, Caleb made a homemade beef stew, but extra spicy. 'cause we like
Oh, I
spicy
remember
stuff.
seeing that on his Instagram.
Stew just goes right through you. Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
if it's even a little bit spicy, it's gonna burn for me. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I don't like spice, but I just, whenever a dude is like, I like it spicy, I'm just like,
I'm like, huh, I wonder if he likes the shit.
butt play. You into butt
Huh.
play? Like,
Yeah.
what are you into?
I have a lot of assumptions about you now.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Do you know? Do you know what the world would be like for men if women didn't exist?
No,
I don't know, but it would sure be a pain in the ass.
that's good. I knew it was going somewhere like that. Just didn't know where. You landed it nicely. That's very true.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very true.
I'm really glad you enjoyed
I
it.
like that. I did. I tasted it. Delicious.
Mm.
Delicious joke.
Spicy?
'Twas a little spicy. I
Shake
will be
hands with
seeing Jesus
Jesus.
tonight.
She will see the Jesus. Oh my gosh. So earlier I did ask you guys if you wanted us to answer any questions of advice, and some of you guys sent in some voice memos.
Yay! I love hearing our followers' voices.
Our
It brings me
followers.
so much joy.
It does. I sent you some.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
I get to play them.
You are. You have
we
some,
get
and then
to-
I think I have a couple too.
Okay, good.
I love the amount of English and like Irish people that send it because I just love hearing their voices.
Yeah, me too.
Mhm.
Me too. All right. Let me find that. Okay. All right. First one. Make sure my volume's up.
Okay, I really need some advice. Basically, there's this guy that likes me, but I'm not a boy type of gal. I'm a gal. Like, I'm a girl. Like, I like girls, but I do like him. But I'm scared to do stuff with him, and I'm scared to be with him. Not that he's not, like, scary. He's really, really nice. But I'm really, I don't want to do stuff with him, if you know what I mean.
Just yeah, don't.
No.
Big girl, don't do that.
If you like him though, like go out on a date. You don't. That's the thing. I feel like young people feel like they have to do things. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah, and I don't know how she didn't say her age, did she?
I think she's around 18.
Okay, so still young. Like,
Yeah.
You still have lots of, I mean, it takes your whole life to explore things, but
Mhm.
if you think you're a girl's girl and you are, great. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with going out on a date and just
Yeah.
hanging out.
Or being
And
friends.
and if he makes you feel pressured into doing anything,
You tell us.
call me. Yeah, call me.
Auntie
Okay.
Selena and Auntie Chris, we're gonna swing on through.
We'll fight him.
Got a
Okay.
spray can. Got some spray paint. Gonna break his leg with our Cadillac.
Damn straight. We're gonna call up on I can't say his name.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
That guy. But yeah, what you said. It's just like, yeah, you can go on a date. That's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah.
Don't
And
have to
then
do anything.
you can go on a date with a girl too.
You don't have.
whatever.
You don't have to feel pressured of choosing who you like or what you like. It's all like a moving spectrum. So whatever you feel. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're young. You got time.
Yeah. Again, yeah. You don't need to rush into any of that stuff. It's
You're
better if
gonna
you
be
don't,
fine.
honestly. Get
Yeah.
to know somebody first.
That's the
It
thing.
really
People
does
don't.
help.
Don't rush. Don't rush, baby.
Don't rush.
All right.
All
Here. I got one for you.
Okay. I'll do another one. All right. Next.
Hey, Selena and Chris, I'm going to ask you a very pressing question. How do you manage a raunchy poop?
There's been so much poop talk in this podcast.
Talking a lot of poop in this
There
podcast.
really has been.
I like that.
We're branding. We're branding right now, and we are
We're just
poop.
gonna have shit sweatshirts.
Literally.
A raunchy poop. How do you handle it?
Go
Get a
through it.
stool. What is that called? I have
A
it.
squatty potty.
Squatty potty.
We
Get
both have
yourself a
one.
Squatty potty. Okay.
Did you have a
Get
squatty
yourself
potty
some wet
before me,
wipes.
or did I talk you into a squatty?
No,
Who did
you
I
talked
talk
me
in?
in-
I did.
You talked me into it. Yeah.
Has anything ever
That's
been the
for-
same?
No. Yeah. I have to. If I don't have a squatty potty, I put my feet up
Yeah.
onto the seat and
Yeah.
I poop as if I'm pooping on the ground, like into a hole.
I have my squatty potty, and Adam also invested in a bidet, but not just like a clip onto your toilet bidet. Like we bought like the actual very expensive toilet bidet, warm seat.
Yeah.
Do you have a
Yeah.
bidet?
No, I'm too scared of bidets.
Are you serious?
I don't like feeling that after that.
Oh, but when's? Are
sensitive.
you sure? Cause bro, bro,
Are you gonna convince me to get one?
bro, bro. I've never felt so clean in my life. I sit there,
Yeah,
got the
you're right.
squatty potty. The toilet like bends you up a little bit. You go, you turn it on. You're like, whoa, and then it sprays forward, catches your whole thing. You wash everything out, even if you can lean side to side if you want to get your krebs and everything. Then you wipe with toilet paper. There's nothing there. It got blown off into another dimension. Bidets blow everything off into another dimension. It's extraordinary, and your asshole is so clean. And you get up and you feel like you've had a bath. And then sometimes I sit there and I'll let it wash my hole for like 7 minutes, and Adam will come in and I'll be staring so aggressively at the cabinet, and he'd be like, "You clean yet?" And I'd be like, "I think I'm almost there."
Does it call you after?
No, but it does have a dryer. So you wipe and then you hit the dryer and it dries everything, and then you just stand up and you're like, I'd eat off it.
I just mean because it violated you, like.
No, it
Basically
didn't
fucked
violate.
you.
It doesn't. It's not.
Did it
You can
call
set
you
your
after?
pressure. You can set your pressure, babe.
Dude, that sounds so aggressive.
And the
I
to-
want to
but-
be in and out of the bathroom ASAP,
The
Rocky.
toilet
I
seat
just
is heated.
use I use those adult wet wipes to get my shit clean.
Gross. Now, dude, when I go to like a restaurant or if I go to someone's house, I look at their toilet and I'm just like, I'm gonna feel so disgusting after I use you.
That okay. All right, I'll get one. I'll come back to you.
Okay,
come
let
back
me
to
know. Let me know.
All right, next. Let's see.
Hey, Selena and Chris. My name is Brendan. I'm in Ireland. Apologies if you wanted to keep this non-spooky. For the past 8 to 12 months in my house where I live with my dad and my sister, I've been hearing my name being called out at various times during the day. And it is definitely my dad and my sister's voice doing it. The problem is they're not in the house most of the time when this happens. And when they are, they swear to me that it's not them calling me. And the other day, my mother called my name from downstairs, and she lives over an hour away. I suppose my question is, should I be worried? What is your advice? And thanks so much for listening to my question. Stay spooky.
Doppelgangers.
He's spooky. Oh, I was gonna say mimic or doppelganger. He sounds really scared. And
I know, I hate that.
I just want to be like, it's gonna be okay. But
I-
it sounds like that kind of situation.
I'm one of those people, whenever a ghost is speaking to you and you just don't like it or it's mimicking someone, I just say ignore it. Like, don't acknowledge it at all. It's just like a bully. Like, if you ignore it, then it will go away. Or it's just multidimensional or auditory hallucinations. But that's what ChatGPT gave me. But personally, ignore it.
Yeah, I'd ignore it. Also, like, cleanse your space.
Yeah, cleanse your space.
Sage it. There's some
Crystals.
salt around. I don't know. Do you have any advice about that?
Honestly, again, I would ignore it. And I would just be like, one time, I would acknowledge it. One time, be like, anything in this house that does not, is not here with good intention,
Yeah.
you are banished. Open your windows, push the energy out, salt your windows, salt around your
Yeah.
house, and be done with it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's scary, man. That's so scary.
Yeah.
Hearing your name by somebody else. Ooh.
Imagine you're just in
It's
bed
like
and you hear
skinwalkery.
me
It's
and I'm
scary.
like, Christina,
Yeah.
Christoph.
Yeah. I mean, that's happened to us on ghost hunts and stuff.
Oh,
before.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Very strange.
I
and
hate
weird
that.
And uncomfy. I know it's terrible. I don't like it.
Disgusting. I don't know. I think
I
you have
only
one
have
left.
4.
You have
I
one
think we
last
did.
one.
My question for the show is, how do you recognize that you have imposter syndrome and then push past that? Thanks, sweetie.
Interesting.
That's a hard one, honestly.
question for us.
We live
Okay.
with that.
Interesting. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think we already talked about it. He's saying like we're not actually famous or anything.
When'd you notice it the first time?
Immediately.
Yeah.
Just like as soon as I got above, like, I don't know, like when it was crazy in 2020 and nobody else had anything to do but follow other people, and I was getting like 1,000 followers a day, 10,000 followers a day, and everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, you're like famous on TikTok." I'm like, "No, I'm just making stuff, and people just happen to be following me." So pretty immediate
Yeah.
for me, and I've literally just felt the same since.
It's
like I'm just a guy.
in a way, like I literally
a
think
chick.
imposter syndrome can be good because I think it keeps you humble.
I think so as well.
And I think it keeps you working hard because I've actually noticed this. And I was talking to someone the other day in the industry who just kind of said like it really got to their head. And then they stopped
Yeah.
working as hard and they expected things from people. And I
Yeah.
think having a little bit of imposter syndrome is good. But identifying it is just like when people say, great job at this, or I admire you for this, you have to be like, thank you, and realize that you did work really hard and stuff. And I've had those moments lately. I had an author who I really respected write something for me, and that was incredible. But I think
Yeah.
for me, one of the biggest moments ever was on VidCon Q&A stage with you.
Okay.
And we came out and there was just like 1,000 people. Like every seat
True.
was full. And it was like, or when we did the meet and greet together.
Yeah, seeing it in real life,
Real life.
and not just meeting somebody in Walmart or whatever, because that happens and it's awesome. But like seeing thousands of people, it was like, oh,
Whoa.
interesting. I feel responsible.
Yeah. But no, I would say having I guess in a weird way though, like it can hinder you too. Cause it's like you
Yeah.
never feel like you deserve anything. Me, myself, that's a little dark, but so you never feel like you deserve it, or you never, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I also think it could hinder you in the fact that like you don't think you can make a difference, but you actually can. Like today I did National Alliance Eating Disorder Live.
Mhm.
And there's thousands of people in there saying that I've helped them with stuff, like with their eating disorder journeys. And I'm like, and those are the kinds of things where I get imposter syndrome, or it helps with it. I'm like, oh, what I say
Matters.
actually impacts
Mhm.
people. So that's the only way I can kind of, like, that's where it's impactful and where I'm like, okay, cool, I can make a difference in that way. But I still don't feel like I'm not a big deal. Like there's I don't
Babe,
think anybody is really, though.
you're such a big deal.
Oh, I'm not.
You are
We're
such,
all just
and you're
people.
such
We're
a
all just a
magical
bunch of
person.
meat sacks.
We're meat sacks. Here's the thing. Chris
Meat
and
sacks that
I,
matter.
we just want to make people's days better. We just want to make you smile. We want you to feel like you're our friends, because you are. We just want everyone to be happy, because life is so hard. And if we can be like this little break in your day that is great, or if things that we've lived through can impact you and make you not feel as alone, that's, I think, what we both just want the most.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, there's like, even with the meet and greets at VidCon and meeting people, it's just so cool. It's just
Dude.
awesome. And it's nice to just, I mean, hopefully it humanizes us a bit, and we're just
We're
just
people.
going about life just like you are. We're just trying to make the most of everything, be incredibly grateful, and just, yeah, I don't know. Life's so short. I'm so thankful for where we are.
Me too. So thankful. Every day I think back to where I was, and I just didn't have direction in life, and then you guys gave me direction, and I was like, wow, this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm
Yeah.
supposed to connect with people. I'm supposed to write. I'm supposed to do all this stuff, and you guys help make our dreams come true.
Yeah, I just want to keep feeding your Delulu.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Delulu.
We're not Delulu. Well, let's just feed each other Delulus, okay?
We should.
All of you. All of us.
The Can't
okay?
Sleep Delulu Club.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Let's stay Delulu. Stay weird and delusional.
Stay weird and stay Delulu.
Like that.
Do you have a name for your following? Like, do you have something that like you address them as? I've never realized
No.
that. Because I always just call people Boo Crew from when I did my old podcast.
Oh, that's cute.
was
Yeah,
Boo
when
Crew.
I used to stream on Twitch. I still have a little turtle, which shout out to the Dirtles. A little turtle mixed with a duck, and I called it a dirtle. So the people watching me called themselves my Dirtles. And then some people say Crispies. Some people
Crispies.
go as far as Chris Chens, and then some people say Auntie Christs. So it goes downhill really fast.
I
And they
really
say
love
as a
it.
joke.
You have
So
a
there's
good
a
name
lot
for that.
people have made, but the Dirtles was like the cute one.
I love it.
We gotta name the Can't Sleep people, or you name yourselves. What do you want to be?
Yeah, what do you guys want to be
club.
called? I like the Can't Sleep Club. It's kind of cool. I feel like
Sleep Club.
I just see the merch, Can't Sleep Club. I'm like, I just need this shirt
Sleep
or this.
But what are
you know.
they? What are
What?
they?
Yeah, what are
They
you
aren't the
guys?
Can't Sleep Club. They're
The Insomniacs.
something. Insomniacs.
Oh, tell us.
Tell us. Just let us know. Let us know how you're liking the podcast. Let us know all the things.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think about the confessions with the Emily assholes.
And if you have suggestions for games or other stuff that you want to hear in the podcast, can be perfect. But Chris, if we're coming to a close here, you know what the last thing is we have to do.
We're doing bedtime.
Bedtime stories doing bedtime.
Time to go to bed now. Bedtime story.
There was once a girl walking along a desolate road.
It was late at night, and she could hear the crows above.
She could hear the crows, but she also noticed that all the crows were looking directly at her.
There were no posts for them to rest, as they just hovered with their eyes trained on her.
She stopped in the middle of the road, wondering what was going on, and then she heard a car coming towards her.
She turned, but she saw no lights, but the rumble of the ground got stronger.
She looked back up and saw that all the crows had dispersed when there was none in the sky, and now she was on top of a mountain.
The car was gone now, and she heard a waterfall to the side, and then she heard a voice, and it said,
"Even this fine evening, little lass?
Do you like me waterfall over here? Do you want to take a dip?
Snazzy, the waterfall troll.
The girl turned quickly, and she spotted a tiny man with tall red hair.
Snazzy looked at her and said, "Come here now, child. Come here under the waterfall. It's so lovely under here."
She could see the waterfall gushing, and she knew there was no way for her to cross the fall without falling.
But that was what Snazzy had planned the whole time. He collected souls of little girls.
And once she passed the waters, driven by his pot of gold, her soul would become gold.
So she said, "Fuck it," and walked off the waterfall.
Like to the death or to the guy? Like
to-
away from it?
To the death, but then
Oh.
we gotta end it on happy.
Oh, okay. She went into the water and she fell. But it wasn't what they thought.
It was a hot chocolate river where Willy Wonka was there and said, "You win the golden ticket." And the little troll was actually an Oompa Loompa, and she got the chocolate factory.
And now the chocolate factory's called Darla's Nougat. The end.
Damn. If somebody is on shrooms watching this, that was a great story.
It was incredible. I had friends do shrooms the other day when I was here. Anyways, that's for the next podcast.
Next episode.
Yes.
Shrooms. We're talking shrooms. Okay?
Shrooms.
Psychedelics.
Psychedelics.
Psychedelic, bye. Psychedelic, bye.
Well, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Hope you're loving it because we love you.
We do. Like, subscribe, or whatever. Sorry.